Hello there, my name is Juan, and I've decided to talk about Virginia Woolf's short story, The Lady in the Looking Glass. This story has the character of Isabella Tyson as a shy woman who remains a mystery. This story is narrated by an unknown person who seems to be a neighbor and uses different symbols to paraphrase what is happening inside and outside of Isabella's mind and how probably she feels. For example, there are different symbols as for the description of her house that represents the inner and outer world. An inner world which is in constant movement and nothing remains the same, for example with lights and shadows appearing constantly, curtains blowing, and this is a comparison to Isabella's mind, what happens inside of her, that she has a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, but never lets nothing out. And then we have the exterior of the house that reflects also her personality, her exterior. We can only see the exterior of the house through the reflection of the mirror. The mirror that shows us the garden and the table hall. They both places seem to be still and to be frozen in time. This is the representation of Isabella's exterior world. She is a mysterious woman, she's a very shy person, and she never lets nothing out. In the outside she seems very still, as if nothing were happening inside of her. But for the contrary. Well, then there are other symbols, for example the weather. When we are told that the sun is about to shine on her face but suddenly is covered by clouds, this is a representation of what happens inside of Isabella, that she may be about to get into a moment of clarity, but suddenly it's interrupted by doubts. And finally, the most important symbol is the mirror, that is the connection that we have to see what happens in Isabella's house. This is what the narrator tells us. And this also refers to identity, which this is Isabella's identity, and we only can see the exterior of a person throughout the mirror, but we can see what happens inside. We can see what's the identity of Isabella's, because identity is not a fixed thing. It's not something that doesn't change in time. Identity is something fluid that is constructed by experience and feelings and never remains the same. This is what happens in the end when we are told that when Isabella finally appears in the mirror, the cold light strips away all of her appearances, her jewels, her clothes, her emotions, and she seems empty. But this is not a real emptiness. This is what the mirror shows us. We don't really know who Isabella is, her identity, because we are only seeing an appearance, something exterior that the mirror shows us. And that's it for the moment. Thank you very much.